I bought this olive oil all the way from New Zealand over here to Switzerland, where I am at the moment. You can see it's nearly empty, so I've been looking for another type of olive oil. I bought this one at the local Migros supermarket here in Switzerland because whilst I'm here in Switzerland, I'm doing a lot of skiing, some snowshoeing, some hiking. If you've been following my Facebook group, then you'll know that, because what I really want to do is look after my joint health. As I get older and into post-menopause, joint health is one of the most important things that we can be looking after. And a lot of women are taking collagen supplements and, you know, creatine and doing all these sorts of things, but they still find that their joints are really sore, particularly they're going on hormone replacement therapy, which is fantastic, but sometimes as they come into menopause and post-menopause, they find that their joints are still giving them trouble. Not only tight muscles and the tight fascia, which is the lining around the muscles, the sheath around the muscles, but the joints themselves are getting achy. And I used to find this as well. And I used to think that I'd have to give up a lot of my sporting activities because of my sore joints. But what I've learned over the years with my doctoral studies on women's health and aging is that when we have a framework of the Mediterranean diet and when we add in the nutrients that our joints need, it's not just about collagen, it's also about the extra virgin olive oil, the components in, or the nutrients in extra virgin olive oil, oleuroperin and hydroxytyrosol. And these actually bind to some of the estrogen receptors in our joints and help to keep them lubricated. We really have to keep them lubricated. I'm Dr. Wendy Sweet from My Menopause Transformation. Thank you for being here in my YouTube community. I've also got my Instagram and my public Facebook page. My focus is always on midlife and older women, because it's such an important time of life for women to understand that it's a critical part of the life stage for our changing health. And this is what we really need to be focused on, is really thinking about our health, not fitness, not heavy weight training, not lots of protein and fasting, but what is the overall purpose of that we want to be achieving as we come through thinking about healthy aging. And we all want that, don't we? We all want to age well and age healthily. And I talk to my practitioners on the practitioner program about this, and not only following the 6 pillars of lifestyle medicine, but the 7 determinants of women's health and aging. And when we follow those determinants, we're thinking about our sleep. First and foremost, we must be sleeping all night. If you're not sleeping, then please see if you can join me on any of the My Menopause Transformation Foundation programs. Circuit Breaker, which is going on sale for you very soon. So if you're thinner and leaner, then the Circuit Breaker program is for you. It's going on sale. So please check your email inbox, because I'm going to send you some emails about that. And then if you are overweight, the Transform Me program is for you. And with that, I really focus on helping you understand how to improve your health from the inside out. So what we want to do is we want to reduce liver inflammation. I want to get you sleeping, and I certainly want to help your body get rid of excess estrogen, which is being made by your fat cells. Yes, very fascinating, the physiology of fat cells. And then for those of you who are now in postmenopause, which many of my ladies are, and some of my ladies are 80 years old and in their 80s, and I've got the Beyond Menopause program for you. And in that program, I really focus on your health. I talk about bone health. I talk about brain health and preventing dementia. I certainly talk about cardiovascular health. It is the number one focus for all of you who are now moving from menopause into post-menopause. So we talk about nutrients in extra virgin olive oil. We talk about the importance of having calcium. And yes, in my programs, you can have a little bit of dairy as well. This is some organic yogurt. And what we can do is really think about the types of foods that are going to benefit our vascular system and our arteries. The other dimensions of women's health are definitely reducing inflammation, thinking about exercise that energizes us, not exhausts us. If you're exhausted with your exercise, then cut it back a bit, because if you're not sleeping, you're only going to get more and more tired. So sleep comes before doing too much exercise. Yes, we want to be walking, we want to look after our joints, and we want to be moving in ways that free up our joints and give us energy. I'm going out for a walk soon in the Swiss Alps, and that's always wonderful to improve energy. Really important to get out in nature, not just always go to the gym, because what nature gives us is a way to improve our mental health. And that's another dimension of women's health, is really thinking about our mental and emotional health. So important. And we tend to focus on medications, antidepressants, HRT, but one of the most important aspects of your health as you get older is getting outside, moving, making the time for you. And that's such an important role. Then we've got our food and nutrition. Yes, it's important. I follow the studies on women's health and aging. And yes, a lot of those are the Okinawa studies, certainly the studies on cardiovascular health and the nutrients, certainly lifestyle medicine evidence around nutrition for our health as we age. And then, of course, the other important dimension is also social connection. That's really important for women's health and aging. And then as we come through our midlife years and into our older years, we want to find a sense of purpose. And, the purpose and the identity that we want to re-engage with. Certainly there's a lot of change going on in a woman's life as she comes through midlife. The kids might be leaving home, or they might be staying. You might be having to change careers. You might have lost your job. You might find that your health is changing. You might find all sorts of different things are going on with relationship issues. It can be a really, really tough time. And then we've got menopause on top of it. On top of that, we've got our menopause symptoms. My goal is always to help you with your symptoms, not deal with extremes, but get the basics right. And the basics are around understanding the Mediterranean diet, understanding how to get your joints more supple, and certainly to help improve them, to help you into your become more mobile as you get older. And certainly making sure your nutrition deals with the basics, and certainly helping you with your sleep. And we want to look at sleep. There's a lot of sleep research these days, but what we want to do is look through the lens of women's health and aging and our menopause symptoms. If you're waking up to use the bathroom, if you're waking up with restless leg syndrome, if you're waking up because you've got a busy brain, then you need the right nutrients to help you sleep all night. And certainly if it's, it can be really, really challenging when you're awake in the night, because I know myself that you don't have the energy to get through your day. So that's what I help you to focus on, is to get your health back to basics. I'm Dr. Wendy Sweet from My Menopause Transformation. Go to the website, all of the information's there, and there's some free blog articles. I want you to listen to the masterclass on menopause. It's in 2 1-hour parts. You've got it for 3 months, so you can go back to it. And each there's 2 parts that are 1 hour each. So I want you to find an hour a week over 2 weeks and listen to that masterclass on menopause. There's a symptoms quiz, and you get a video from me explaining your results. There's articles there, but most importantly, I want to help you to problem solve for you. And you do that by coming on to my 12-week programs. They're 12 weeks because that's how long it takes for you to turn around your liver health, turn around your gut health, and certainly get those routines ingrained and it gives you time to problem solve individually with me as well. I can't wait for you to join me. If you're thinner and leaner, watch out for my circuit breaker campaign, which is coming your way, and you need to be signed up to my newsletter or my symptoms quiz or my masterclass. And if you've ticked the category that you're thinner and leaner, then I'll send you the information about the sale for circuit breaker. If you're not sleeping, if your hot flushes are still troubling you, if your joints are sore, if you've had changing gut health, even if you're on HRT, and if your moods are still all over the place, then come on board and I'll help you.